Hi everyone, this is Jenny and I'm here with my good friend George, and we are going to talk to you today about something very exciting getting ready for testing season. And that is our STAAR and EOC cheat sheet. So every student in the state of Texas can have this fancy cheat sheet to use during their STAAR or EOC test. So today I'm going to talk you through how to make this fancy cheat sheet and how to utilize it to do your best on this test. So the first thing I need you to do is to get out a sheet of blank paper. You may already have one, which is fantastic. I'm gonna scoot back a little bit so you can see me. So it's just a blank sheet of paper. Every kid can ask for a blank sheet of paper on STAAR test, so theirs would be white, but other than that, they just get a blank sheet of paper. The first thing that we're going to do is we are gonna now make our foldable for our cheat sheet. The first fold is they're just gonna fold it in half. Just fold it in half. Okay, down that way. So start again. So if you're doing it with me, I'll go slow. Just fold it in half. The next thing we're gonna do, now that we have it in half, is we're gonna fold it again in half. So we have just this one long sheet of paper. And we're gonna take this one long sheet of paper and we are gonna fold in the sides to where we make a square. We want this to be split into 3 different sections, which is why we're folding it on each side. So I'm gonna take that out right here. Everybody see? And we're just gonna fold in the sides. Try to make it as even as possible, but it's really not a big deal. Give it a nice crease. And now we have our STAAR EOC cheat sheet. When you unfold this all the way, you now have a lot of boxes. And you're like, great, that means nothing. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take every era that we've studied and you're gonna put it at the top of each box. So I have an example for 8th grade. Here is our cheat sheet with all the eras. Kind of gives you an example of what that looks like. And for high school EOC, here's your cheat sheet. I'll have these on the website if you need access to it, or I'll also load up a picture so you can see these, so you're good to go. Now, if your kids don't remember your eras, or they don't have them, what I like to do before we fill in the cheat sheet with all the eras at the top is I have my era cards. And what I do is each table group, or they could work in partners or pairs, a partner is a pair, just so you know, with their cards, and they take all the eras and they're gonna put them in chronological order. We also discussed then that some eras happen at the same time. So westward expansion, early republic are happening at the same time. So that doesn't matter which order you put them in. I have a certain order that I taught them in that I like to have my kids just use because it's easier for their brains to kind of compartmentalize that information. Have them do whatever they need. But with their table groups, they're gonna put these in order, raise their hand. You can make it a race, competition, whatever you wanna do to get them motivated to get it done. And they raise their hand once they're done, you check it, they keep the cards out, use their cards to put their eras down. Now, once they have all their eras in their boxes, in their cheat sheet, that becomes the first step of creating their STAAR cheat sheet. The next thing I have my kids do, and we practice this multiple times. So before STAAR or EOC test, we are making these every other day. My kids are like, you're gonna run out of paper, Miss G. No, I'm good. We're totally good because we have to train them to get them ready. Once we have our eras on our cheat sheet and our kids are good to go, I then have them practice putting a certain amount of facts. So with your table group, you need to have 3 facts in every box. First 2 groups wins. You can have a competition or a race, like I said, again, make it exciting and motivate them to get it done. So for their facts to go in each of their boxes, they can have people, significant people, dates, events, concepts, things that were important or had an impact, just anything that they can really tie themselves and their brain and what they've learned about those eras, just dump it into that box. So as they're taking their STAAR or their EOC, they have a working reference of the timeline to kind of let them know when things happen, but also a folder in their brains that contains all the information for that era. We practice that over and over again. I'll increase it the week before testing to 5 facts in each box just to get them ready. And then on the day of the STAAR, make sure all of the testing buckets, tell your diags, all the testing buckets have blank sheets of paper, and they pass those out, and the kids can create their own cheat sheet for the STAAR and the EOC. Hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day. Hey, George, how'd I do? Oh, he's excited. Isn't he cute? Talk to you later.